how do we develop emotional health? How do we reach a balance away from daily distractions and daily challenges? Because you very beautifully explained in the first part of our conversation how you did it for yourself. But supporting others and advising others is quite a different story, because it's about understanding, their background, their needs, the trauma, because you mentioned trauma, and I'm quite passionate. We spoke about trauma quite a lot on the Healthy Debate show. So how do we reach this balance, and how do we develop emotional health?
What a great question. Andra, my experience is that when it comes to our overall health, there's a holistic thing that needs to happen. And this is what I tell people too, because when they end up coming to the doctor's office, it's the very last thing that happens, but it's always a calling back to that person's own health. And there is a physical way to approach. Of course, you want to make sure that you're eating healthy and honoring our body and nourishing ourselves with food that is medicine and not that creates inflammation. So that's a big part of it as well. And then there's the element of health and spirituality and emotions. And emotional health is something that I really take people, and I really recommend that you go through a process where when we wake up in the morning, we really sit, we create that sacred space, we create that time to sit with ourselves, to allow ourselves to be without, the tetherings of the world. So often we wake up in the morning and run to the outside and spending all of our attention, outward. It's so important to bring that attention inward and to look at ourselves, to journal, to be within, to feel whatever is coming up, to connect with our hearts, to go on nature walks and to nourish ourselves. And if there is, difficult emotions and trauma that has happened, to heal that. A lot of times we get triggers, we get triggered by people or triggered by experiences, and we live that life in emotional reactivity. And that actually is such a big thing that creates disease when we're having the emotional reactivity and triggers that happen. And that is actually a portal that is telling us that there's something there. Whenever we have emotional triggers, it's telling us there's something there for us that we need to heal and go inside ourselves and discover what is there inside me that needs to be healed, that I need to pay attention to, that I need to love, that I need to forgive, and then that I need to grow into and grow out of. So there's a depth there, and a lot of times it's something that people are not equipped to do on their own. And so there is a recommendation, and through our program we support people with that. But if there's deeper trauma that has to happen, I definitely recommend that there is support, that they seek for that.